me, Danielle, Danny Buttons, and I'm here today with my full coloring book collection video. I showed some parts of my collection in a few previous videos focusing on specific artists, so look for those if you want to see some completed pictures. But today I'm just going to run through all the books that I have. Also, disclaimer, there's a lot of people getting lawn work done around me, so I hope you can't hear that, but in case you do, that's what that sound is. And disclaimer again, I have a puppy. She might be annoying at some point. Hopefully not, though. She's not even a puppy, she's 3, but she will always be my puppy. So yeah, here we go. They're kind of organized, but we'll see what happens. So first is a few books that I got before I was really into adult coloring, like when the craze hit. These are just, I own these because I always have loved coloring. And of course, some of them are Creative Haven. So I don't remember getting this book. I don't think anything is done in this book. I don't know where this came from, but it is called Lotus Design from Creative Haven. And this would probably be fun for Sharpies or mindless coloring because it's very detailed. And also from Creative Haven, I have the Floral Design Color by Number. I've always loved color by number. Even in kids' books, I would always gravitate toward color by number. Here's an example of a finished page that my friend actually did. There's a page I did. Yes, I don't have time to flip through these. I don't know why I'm pretending, but here we go. There's that one. So I haven't really gone back to those books since I started official adult coloring. This one was around from the real adult coloring, if you want to call it that, and I don't really like it. I got this as a gift and I thought I would love it, but these pages are just too much. They're all like background pages. This is when I was trying to learn how to do my watercolors, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it in here because I don't care. So there's really not much done in here either. And this is actually when I was starting to get discouraged on the adult coloring trend because I thought this was the only type of book out. Silly me. Then I'm just going to breeze through the ones I showed in my other video. So these are my 3 Romantic Country, 1, 2, and 3. Again, there's a whole other video with all my colored pages if you want to see those. And then my 7 Hannah Lynn books. So Enchanted Halloween, Whimsy Girl Christmas, Maui Mermaids, Mermaids, Fairies, and Other Girls of Whimsy, Tattoo Darlings, I Dream in Color, and Fairy Tale Princesses and Storybook Darlings. Please check out my other video, and then you'll get more details about those guys. The next stack of books is kind of ones that I don't know if I would repurchase. So some of them are gifts that I just need to get into more, and some of them are ones I'm like, uh-oh, maybe this was a mistake. So we'll see. If you have any of these books and like maybe you want to do a buddy color with me, or just show me your pages, please let me know because that would be awesome. So I have the Jim Shore Angel coloring book. I love Jim Shore. I love his Disney stuff a lot, and I love all his holiday stuff. So this is just angels, and they're super pretty, but there's one. I worked in this book in markers because it was easy enough to do in markers, and they're one-sided, so that's nice. Here's another one. But I have not gone back to this book in a while, so gotta get to that one. That one is from Samuel. This one's from my friend Joanna. Classic movie posters. This is kind of really awesome, I think. They're double-sided, but they show you all the posters colored in the back and in the front. And then you can color them that way or not. So this was It's a Wonderful Life. My only page done here. But they're super cool. I also like these because I haven't seen a lot of these movies. I've probably only seen like 3 or 4 of them actually. So I think it'd be cool to try to watch the movie and then maybe color the poster. Yeah, Joanna Basford. This is another one. And I was like, ugh. It's too detailed. It's so many leaves. Leaves for days. So I eventually started to do some in here, but not much is done. And this is, this was actually supposed to be a buddy color with someone on Facebook, and we never finished. Or maybe she did, but we never talked about it. So you've all seen that one, obviously. And then I have 2 from Fabiana Attanavio. I have The Wizard of Oz in which I did 1 page. Ooh. In markers also. And I have Snow White, in which I did it 3 pages maybe, but there's an example. I did this with Crayola Super Tips. These books are all right, but I think I was just buying them because they were popular to buy, and they're not necessarily my style. So, not buying any more of those. Then I got Mysterious Planets. I thought I was going to love this book. I do not love this book. I was just watching someone's video who also didn't love this book. No, I think it was Brittany, right? In your live stream, maybe? So, I mean, the idea is cool, but in practice, not so much. I tried to do my first, like, watercolor pencils with that one. I don't know. It's all right. I got this from Book Outlet in, like, a big order, so it was probably only, like, $3, so it wasn't a huge loss, but I don't know if I'll be going back to it. Then I also have Lost Ocean. This was a gift that I got with my Prismacolors from my future mother-in-law, and I have done very little in here also. I don't think I can zoom the camera any farther back, so very little in here. Again, a lot of it's too detailed, and a lot of it is just tiny, tiny details that even the pencil tip can hardly get in there. So everyone who's good in Joanna Basford, I applaud you, because I just can't seem to get into it. But people do amazing work in her books. So another Book Outlet, Anamorphia. Everyone has seen this one. I've done nothing in here. I think this is probably my least favorite of his. I don't have Imagimorphia, and I want to get that one because I've seen a lot of people do acrylic backgrounds, and that just looks like fun. I love to paint, so I might do that, but I have not yet. Then I got these 2 books called Tales to Finish, and they're hardcover, and they're actually kids' books. And I thought they'd be awesome, and now I'm not so sure. So basically, it's the story, and then you have to finish and color it in. But, for example, right here, it says Add Doug's Master Months, and it's already there, and kids are supposed to trace over it, and I don't know how I feel about that, because now this is here. So even if I didn't mind coloring in that, this is on every page. Like, oh, add Doug's bed, and add Scully, and it's I don't know, it's not my favorite. So I haven't done anything in these, but they're cool ideas, and it's pretty nice paper, or it feels like. I haven't colored, so I can't tell you for sure. So, yeah, it's pretty nice paper. If you want to check those out. I think I did also get these on Book Outlet. If not, they're definitely on Amazon, so there's those. This I actually just got from the dollar store. I've done nothing in this. I've got this to practice in. Like so, not even on the page. I just practiced over here. So, this is crazy detailed. As you can see just from the cover. What? How does anyone color like that? I don't know. So, it was not $8.99. It was $1. So, then this is my only Jade Summer so far. Her Christmas book. I don't know if it's her because they're all different artists, right? So I did a few in here during my Christmas-a-thon last year, and it's okay. This paper is the worst paper maybe in the world. So I don't know if I'll purchase anything else from her. I say that, and I'm sure I'll get sucked in at some point because whenever she comes out with a new book, it's usually $2 on the first day. But I don't know if I'll be going back to this, or at least it won't be my first pick. Okay, then I got Doodlers Anonymous, epic coloring book. I did at least one in here. This book is all different artists. I think every page is a different artist, which it's a cool idea. Oh, there's my page. He's pretty fun, but it's a little overwhelming in here too. And it's hard because I don't think anyone likes every style, so. I also got this from Book Outlet, but this one I think was almost $7, so that's pricey for Book Outlet. Then this was also a gift from my friend Joanna, Nutcracker Art. I haven't done anything in here yet. I'm so sad. I love nutcrackers. I collect every year. We get a new one, so it's been since I think the second year Sam and I were together. I think we have 6 or 7 already, and I look forward every year to getting a new one. So this book is just their faces super zoomed in. I don't know if I was expecting that when I wanted this book, so I have to work on it, but it's intimidating in the other direction that I don't know what medium I can evenly get coverage in, so. But some of them are pretty cool in here, and it will be fun once I get around to it. Okay, then we're into the stack that I do regularly color in, or at least want to regularly color in. So it is The Night Before Christmas. Wait, I might be fibbing. Yes, I actually have 2 copies of this book, and it was really funny. I put this on my wish list, and my cousin bought it for me, but I bought it the same day, so Amazon didn't realize. So I have 2 copies of this one, so this one is empty. And then I have Creative Haven Merry Christmas Designs. I actually just ordered yesterday 2 more Creative Haven Christmas books because they were under $4 each. And I was like, you can never have enough. So I ordered the one that's like all words. I think they're whimsy. So like Christmas whimsy. I don't remember if that's the title of it. And the one that's Christmas windows. So this one, I've done a few in Joy to the World. And my favorite one is the light bulb wreath. I love light bulbs as a motif for Christmas decorating. So there's that one. I feel as if I'm going really fast. I'm not sure. Does it feel like that? Because we're only 11 minutes in, and I'm more than halfway done, so. Then I have Fairy Merry Christmas by Deborah Muller. This is my only Deborah Muller book so far, and I don't know. I like her stuff, and I'm creeped out by it, which may be the point. I don't know. So I've done 2 in here. Oh, there she is. See, I love the lights. And then I saw the other one. Where did it go? Isn't it funny how you can never find your page once you're flipping to it? Oh, Make It Merry. This was another that I just did with my super tips quickly. So I don't know if I'll be getting more of her books either. Again, some of them I'm like, oh man, I need that right now. But then it passes and I don't order it. Okay, actually, here's 2 more from before my official coloring. These are fun, I think. So, Mer World Problems. This is like a joke coloring book. It's a coloring book documenting the hardships under the sea. This author actually came out with, I think, 3 or 4 coloring books like this. This is a super tiny one. Obviously, Unicorns Are Jerks. And I think Fat Chicks in Space is another one of hers. So this is really funny. This I actually did in Crayola crayons. So life under the sea isn't always easy. Human princes always expect you to save them, but they never thank you. Fish are friends and food. It gets awkward. Keeping up with the latest fashion in seashells is expensive. I'm not going to read every page. These are just the ones I finished. You have to leave the kingdom to get tacos. So that's where I am. Sea turtles don't have boundaries. So this was just super cute. And I had to have that one. And then this one, we're coming up to the 2 books that got me restarted in coloring. Color the 90s. This book is awesome. I'm kind of obsessed with the 90s. I was born in 1988, but I consider myself obviously a child of the 90s. So a lot of these things I remember. A few things I don't because I feel like I was not old enough. But I did this in markers. And this is the book that I allowed myself to just skip around and do whatever I wanted. So like, this is when I tried and then I gave up for a year. But this isn't a finished page. I just did markers wherever I wanted and then moved on. And in this book, I actually did scented markers. So it smells really good when I'm opening it. See how little I did? Oh, that was my... Mostly I was just working on the titles. But I think this book is so funny. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? And it smells so good. Like, I just want to flip through it to smell it all. So this book really got me back into coloring because I realized that I was in charge. I don't know why I never realized that before, but this book brought it back for me, and that's when I started going crazy. So this one's fun. I got this as a gift, but It was from Amazon, so maybe it is still there. Hopefully. Color the 90s. I don't know if there's an artist on it. Does it say? Outrageous Katie. So. Also, the texture of this book is really nice. Like, it's like the soft textures of reading books. Also, I finally did my nails. I like to do each hand in a different color because I have so many nail polishes that that's a good way to use more colors. So, okay, Fairy Shampoo. This is really what got me back into it. I saw Jen Reading with Pugs video. I think it was a haul video from July 2017. And she had this book, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need this book. And we went out later that day and bought the book, and thus the obsession grew. And I went crazy after this. So for a few days, this was all that I had. And I did a bunch in here. I'm not going to, again, flip through every page right now, but this was me being super fancy. That hair took forever. And this reminded me of Christmas. I really like this book because I said it before, I kind of have trouble with skin. I'm getting better, but I've never really had to do skin before. So in this book, hey, she's purple, and that's fine because she's a fairy. So this is like my fruit fairy. I can't push this over any farther because my stack of books is over here and my other stack of books is over here. So this is all the space we got. Oh, that one I'm in the middle of. But I love it. I love this book. This is also where I started going on Pinterest and looking up color palettes and doing that. So this was a color palette, and I put all of them together, and I think it came out really cool. And again, that's another fun thing with this book because they're fairies, so it doesn't matter what colors they are. I love all of them. This one's shiny, but I don't know if we'll be able to see it. So, yes, there's Fairy Shampoo. This was sold at Barnes & Noble, so if you're desperate to get into coloring right this minute, head out to Barnes & Noble because they should still have it. Okay. Another Joanna Basford. I don't even know why I bought this one because I already failed with the other ones, but it was Christmas, and I love Christmas themes, so I don't have much done in here. This is one of my only attempts at a background, and I did it with watercolor paper, so it is crinkly. I like it. And this is my poor attempt at doing crystals. Wow. Even though it should just be ice, so I don't even know what I was thinking. And then I started that one, didn't finish it, and then I started that one and didn't finish it, so there's that book for you. Also, as I've said before, I'll just keep that back there while I'm talking. I last year tried to do tons and tons and tons of holiday pictures, so I also bought tons and tons and tons of holiday books, and that's one of the reasons I bought this one and didn't have time to finish it, because when you have 10, 15 holiday books, you can't really do them all at once. So, but this year's coming, and I will do more, and I will love to do more. So, okay. After I got Fairy Shampoo, I found this guy at Michael's, and this was before I knew how popular this was, and this was so intimidating. I've been doing this with watercolors. I am over halfway done with this book, and I really would like to finish. Uh-oh, I shook my monopod, but I have not yet. So I'm going to have to do a real flip through of this one, but it's all watercolor. I love the crunchy. This one was one of my favorites. Yeah. Let me know if you want a better flip of all this. Also, this is my first one, sorry. Maybe I should finish this. So let me know if you think I should finish this book. This is my goal, to finish a coloring book I've never done in my life. So this is a pretty good contender because I have to be more than halfway done with this. Do so. There's my trolls. I like them too. Yeah. So there's that book. Again, everyone's seen that, but Has everyone seen that many pages colored? I don't know about that. Oh man, I got a phone call, so we got cut off. I hope the jump isn't too strange when I edit them together. Okay, so where was I? This big boy. Most of this is not going to be in screen because he's a large guy. This is another color by number that I was super wanting, and I've also super neglected. In part because I have to keep this somewhere else from the rest of my books because it's so big that it doesn't stay on the shelf. And in part because I wanted to get this to use with my Tri Plus fine liners, and then I got really worried about like wasting all the ink in there. So I stopped. I don't know. Yeah, this is going to be a turtle. I picked him to do first because I knew if I didn't finish, at least I wanted to finish the turtle. But I have to get back into this. I'll probably just use another medium. Again, I love color by number, so that's why that one was appealing to me. And then here's another one that I just desperately had to have and have done nothing in. The Thomas Kinkade Dreams Collection. I am obsessed with Disney. You'll see that again later. I'm going on my honeymoon Disney in December. A lot of Disney. This is so intimidating because his work is so beautiful. So the only page I've even started is this one. That doesn't look the same, does it? So I psyched myself out, and that's all I've done so far. I really do need to get back into this. I also don't keep this one with the rest of my books, though, and that's at least in part why I've been skipping over it. I hit my pot again. I'm sorry. But this, it fits in my pencil case, and I keep it with the 150 set, and I don't always use the 150 set. I usually tend to go towards my 48 set first, and then if I can't find those colors, go to the 150. But I need to get over my fear of this beautiful book. Okay, next is Selena Fennick Fadorables, Sweet and Simple. I don't have her other one yet. I really hope she comes out with a holiday Fadorables because they're super cute. This is another book that has 2 of each. And I've done this in all different mediums. So that's marker. I've done color pencil. I've done more color pencil. There's definitely one in here. More color pencil. That's, I don't know where it is, but I've done ones just in gel pen somewhere. I'm also currently doing one in gel pen, and then I had to stop. So, this is my magic gel pen. Look at how amazingly shiny that is. They're two-tone, and they're gorgeous. It's Pentel Sparkle Pop pens. Pentel Sparkle Pop. You can get them at Target. I think it was like $12.99 for an 8-pack. But this was just draining the ink out of it. And I'm like, these are too gorgeous to drain the ink on one picture. So I'm going to mostly use those for writing on my calendar. So I have to figure out. I might just do the rest of her hair in just solid colors and hope it doesn't look too silly. But this book is super cute, and I go to this one if I need like a palette cleanser and to do a nice and simple one in between my more difficult ones. Okay. This guy. This makes me so sad because I did not get the sequel to this book. This is Fairy Tales by Emily Oberg. Hopefully that's close to right. But she also came out with a second book, and it was hardcover, and it was gorgeous, and everyone does pictures from it, and I'm so incredibly jealous. I even emailed the publishers and begged them to bring it back, and they're like, okay, we'll look into it, bye. So that's not really the best news. Sorry, taking a sip of water. But I love her style. If she comes out with another book, I'm going to buy it. I don't care if I have to pay that foreign shipping. It's going to happen. So this book I have done almost exclusively in my Derwent Inktense because the paper can take it. So I thought it would be a good place to do that. But I'm learning with my Inktense. I don't remember if I've... Nope. I posted ones I want to do, not ones I finished, which I guess makes sense. So there's another page. Oh. So I'm just learning with these Inktense, but I think they're coming out pretty good anyway. This is actually watercolor pencils, just cheap ones from Michael's before I had my Inktense, but I really love the, like, look at how bold those are. Maybe it's too bold, but they're nice. So I think that's it. I'm almost avoiding this book too because it's so beautiful that I don't want to be finished with it since I can't get the other book. But hopefully, fingers crossed that the publishers bring back the other book. Okay, this one was also inspired by Jen Reading with Pugs. It is Sea Life Designs. This one is what I usually bring if I'm like traveling because it was a cheaper book. And I do this with my Crayola Twistables, the crayon ones. So nice and simple. I think I only have 1.5 done in here, but this I actually brought on a cruise. So I was like, oh, I'm in the ocean and I'm coloring sea life. And I thought it was funny, but these are super cute. I love sea animals. I like sea animals more than land animals, I'll be honest. Turtles are my favorite animal. Sea turtle, beautiful. So there's that one. Then we have A Million Bears. This one is so cute. I also bring this one traveling because as you can probably see, it's a teeny tiny book. And it's super cute, and bears are adorable, and I love teddy bears, which I think I said in another video that I have very important teddy bears that I enjoy. So this one I've also done with just the Crayola Twistables because it's one of my travel books. So cute though. I need to work more on this one too. For a while, I thought I was giving up on this, but no, they're cute. Can't give up on the bears. Okay. Then the Brothers Grimm by Forrest Diver. This book is super cool. And this is another one that I think it's, yeah, Julia Rivers. So I thought it was by Julia Rivers, and this company puts out a whole bunch of books. So there's a few more of hers that I want. But this is what I got so far. I think I've done at least 2 in here. I don't know what I did this with. This is also Creative Space paper, so it's not the best quality paper, but I'm not really concerned with that. So there we go, the two that I've done in there. I like this book because it tells you the fairy tale in the back, because 1, I don't know all of the fairy tales in the world, and 2, sometimes it's kind of hard to tell what something's from, like especially if it's just a picture of a princess or something. You're like, I don't know who this is, but they tell you, and I've actually looked up a few to remember what the fairy tale was. Then, this is also Julia Rivers, but illustrated by Ronnie C. Pios. Fairy Tale Doodle Adventures. I did not do anything in this yet. This one, I don't know what paper this is on. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Let's find a thick one. The ink is super shiny. It's like a weird texture. But I wanted to do this one because a lot of it seems like Disney references. So, like, that's definitely Ariel when she's a human. And that's almost definitely Mulan. So these are another super detailed ones that I figured I could do in marker. But I don't know what's going to happen with that ink. So Fairy Tale Doodle Adventures. Another one that I really don't have anything done in. So Mermaids in Paradise. This one is also from Sam. Whew, I did this mess like 2 days ago. So, I did Derwent Inktense, and then I am a scrapbooker also, so I had some mists. So I was like, I'll mist the background. It's shiny mist. It'll look nice. So I covered my girl with Post-its, and I wonder if you can tell where the Post-its were. It made extremely harsh lines. So then I tried to spray where I had originally covered. Now her hair turned green. It was a whole thing. So That's my only page in this book. Okay, back to my other copy of The Night Before Christmas. So this is the one I actually did some stuff in. This is my first and only remotely grayscale book. And I think it's a lot of fun. And I really want to find another grayscale book that I like, because it does most of the work for you, which is nice when you're not super into shading. So there's that. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get more of this done. I actually have this one, I'm keeping this one out to just, whenever I'm bored, go to a little bit and like maybe do all the Santas and all the brick work, things like that. Okay, we're getting into the big stuff. So, this is a series of books that I found either on Instagram or somebody in one of the groups posted a picture from them, and then I was like, oh my goodness, and I just had to get them. So I'm really not going to flip through these because I'm going to be ordering more soon, and then I'll do a spotlight video. But these are French coloring books from Hachette Heroes, or Hachette Heroes, I don't know. And they're color by number mystery books, and I love them, and I have 5 so far, and I will be ordering 2 more very soon. So, the Pixar one is actually my least favorite. Let me show you one example. Here's a blank page. It's just a bunch of random lines and the colors at the bottom. And here's a finished page. So, as you can see with this page, everything is outlined in black. And I love that because I do all the black first, and then that kind of helps me see where the rest of the colors are. Because obviously this is an area, so maybe there's only 1 color in there, maybe there's 2, but you're not worrying about these colors and these colors and these colors. So, I love it. The Pixar book, they don't have black outlines. So here's one I'm attempting to do. And I've done all the black in that, and it's basically just their eyeballs. So, yikes. There's a second one. That's all the black that there is. So for me, this is a little bit harder to see what's going on because all these colors, there's maybe 8 colors all mixed in together. But yes, so I have the Pixar. There's 100 pages in here too. Pixar, I'm just going to put that to the top. This is the Grand Classics Volume 1. Grand Classics Volume 2. This one I have the most done. I'll give you one more sneak in this one too. Just see what we find. There's Mulan. I love these so much. Grand Classics Volume 3. Pocahontas. There's a peek. And this, I think, is called Optical Illusions, maybe, hopefully. So this one is unique because this has a picture already. And then that's going to turn into something completely different. So you're kind of learning as you go. So let's see. There's Fear. And I think you could see a little bit behind him is Iago. So there's that book. So yes, there's these already. I also plan on getting Grand Classics Volume 4. Comes out September 5th. And there's also one that's just Mickey and Friends that's out, that I will be buying the same day. And that one has a whole bunch from Mickey's Christmas Carol, which is my favorite Christmas movie. So I plan on doing those all during the holiday season. So if you're in the US, I got these on Amazon UK. And they're about 10 pounds each. Really, the shipping is what kills you over here. So I think I kept buying multiple at a time. So I'm not exactly sure how much each cost. But they cost between like $15 and $20 each. And then it was around $20 shipping. So I think maybe not that bad. It's an investment, let me tell you. And then it takes a few weeks to get here. But obviously, if you're in a country like France, or I assume just regular Amazon, geez, in the UK, and that is your regular Amazon, that it is Prime shipping if you live over there. So definitely check these out if you love Disney, because they're amazing. And I'm so excited to get the next 2 that I can't wait till September 5th. But I have tons done in here, and I actually made bullet journal pages, to mark off my progress. And when I do my spotlight video on that, you will see all of that and either think I'm awesome or crazy because of the detail I put into this guy. So this, I color almost one a day from these books. And like, I'll do 1 or 2 in here and then do 1 from somebody else. Then two more in here, then do 1 from somebody else. And that is how I work. And I love it. I just love it so much. I might do some speed colorings on my channel from this book. Let me know if that sounds interesting to you. Okay, we are down to my last book. This is my newest book and one of, I think, the most gorgeous books that exists. It is, I think, called Forest Girl by Aeppol, Aeppol, I think. This is a Japanese coloring book, I think. And I've seen it on 40 West Books. Is it 40 West or 30 Books? I've seen it on Etsy, and I was desperate to have it, but since it was from Japan, the shipping was crazy. Then I found it on Amazon US, and I bought it the second I found it. So it was $23, but prime shipping, and it was amazing. This book is so gorgeous. I may never color in it because it's so pretty, but this is basically my new Sagor Oxsagner that I, like, if I didn't get this, I would have cried. So there's the artist's version and then the blank one, and they're just so beautiful. And if you ever need to look at beautiful things, look up the hashtag for this book on Instagram because everyone does such an amazing job, which is also why I'm intimidated. But I love it so much, and I'm so happy. I've only had it for a few days, so I'm not doing that bad yet. But yeah, there we go. There's my collection. I think that's everything. There may be 1 or 2 hidden around the room somewhere, but those are all the ones that I know. Put these back in view for you. Yes. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see from me next. More color alongs, a flip through of all the pages I've done. I don't know. And I'm also planning on doing a scrap series for a little bit because I'm going to a crop at the end of the month, and it is our annual trip. So I have a few videos in mind for that. So let me know if you're interested. I don't know. Comment down below. It's so weird being back on YouTube and also none of the old people being here because I get like 5 views now, and that's interesting. So if you're new to me, let me know. If you're old to me, let me know. Just let me know. Let me know everything. I want to talk to you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.